Mahashivratri is of both spiritual and scientific significance. Shivaratri means the 14th day of every month, that is one day before Amavasya or the no moon day. There are 12 to 13 Shivaratris in a year. Of all the Shivaratris, this one, which happens in the month of Magha, is considered Maha Shivaratri. Anyone, knowledgeable or ignorant, a saint or a sinner, a seer or a rogue, if he manages to sit erect, keeping his spine erect, awake and alert on this day, he can take the steps towards his fulfillment.
If you look at the evolutionary development of various species, you will notice that moving from invertebrate to vertebrate is one significant step, and the other significant step in the evolutionary process is a spine moving from horizontal positions to vertical position. The true development of the brain happened only after the spine became vertical. On this day, where there's a natural upsurge of energies, keeping the spine vertical throughout the night has immense benefits.
This upsurge of energies can be truly made use of only by those creatures who have their spine erect. Our fortune of being human is we are the only species here who have graduated to that level of an erect spine.
The Maha Shivaratri is a tremendous possibility for one to heighten his perception. It is my wish and my blessing that you must make use of the coming Maha Shivaratri night to enhance your perception, to have a taste of a larger slice of life.
For those on the spiritual path, for the yogis, this is the day when Shiva transcended all the movement within himself and became utterly, absolutely still. On this day, his third eye opened and his perception blossomed. What we are saying is these two eyes are sense organs. They can show you the physical realities around you. But if you want to see the basis of this reality, if you want to see the subtler reality which is beyond the physicality of nature, if you want to know this, you need another dimension of perception. The dimension of perception, which is beyond the physical, is known as the third eye. So this is the day which facilitates your journey towards the opening of your third eye or a deeper dimension of perception within yourself.
Doesn't matter what religion you belong to, what culture you belong to, if you have a spine and it is vertical, you can immensely benefit. There is a lot that we can say about this as to how it happens, because either of full moon or because of new moon, those 2 to 3 days, the entire ocean rises. Millions of trillions of tons of water rises. You must know this, 96.5% of water on the planet is in the oceans, and it rises significantly on that day, on those few days rather.
So on new moon day, full moon day, do you see that the very ocean is trying to rise? Well, over 2/3 of your body is water. What makes you think water inside the body won't rise? All the fluids in the body are also rising. So you will see these things are there everywhere. If you've ever been in a mental institution, you will see on full moon days and new moon days, people take extra care because those who are psychologically disturbed become far more disturbed. People think moon causes madness, that's why lunar and loony and all this stuff. Moon does not cause madness, it just pulls everything up. If you're a little crazy, it makes you more crazy. You're a little loving, it makes you more loving. You're a little meditative, it makes you more meditative. Whatever is your quality gets enhanced because it's there's an upsurge in the system. This particular day, after the solstice happens in December, 22nd of December is the winter solstice. After that, the planetary precession is such that there is a natural upsurge on that particular night in a very big way. If on that night, if you lie down, this means when the energies are trying to move like this, you're kind of obstructing it. It is not only that you lose the benefit, you could also harm yourself in a very sensitive way. All these things matter to you only when you want to be a full-fledged human being. When I say a full-fledged human being, you want every faculty that can be opened up in the human being, you want it to be opened. Not if you are that kind, by evening you're drunk and sleeping, What is there also you want to kill it, that's up to you. But if you want to be a full-fledged human being, you want to full scale, everything happening to you, you observe all these small changes that happen in the system and take care of that. So you want to sit straight, you want your spine to be erect on that night. When energies are moving upward, you want to help it further go up, not like this.
This is also one of those days. Because you're not born in India, it is not rising for you, it does. Anyway, it does.
Because the approach is so scientific, in these 15,000 years or more, the significance of this night is seen in many different ways in the tradition. The householders see this as the wedding anniversary of Shiva and Parvati. That's their way of seeing it. The ambitious ones see it as the day Shiva vanquished all his enemies. That is their way of seeing it. The yogis and the sadhakas see it as the day when Adi Yogi became still, so still that he merged with Kailash Parvat. There are many ways to look at this night, but the most important thing is that the nature is with us. For the first time, humanity is getting into that place, in the sense, today for the first time in the history of humanity, more human beings can think for themselves. I wanted to just look back 100 years, 500 years, 1,000 years, how people were. A priest, a pandit, a mullah, a guru or a scripture taught for them. For the first time, a large number of people are beginning to think for themselves.
If you are conscious, you can make use of it for your well-being. It doesn't matter where you are. You don't have to believe or disbelieve anything. You just have to experiment a little bit. If you're against experimentation because you're attached to some fundamental belief systems, you're fearful of the truth. Truth is not a bad thing. Truth seems to threaten you only because you've invested heavily in falsehood. Truth can dismantle things that you have invested in. This is a brief life. There are only two things to your life. When it comes to your experience of life, the profoundness of your experience. When it comes to your activity, the impactfulness of your activity. This is all there is to life. The rest is all nonsense made up in your head of wealth and fame and this and that. This is all in your head. This is all there is to our lives.
I think the time has come for Adi Yogi to walk this planet once again, because a scientific approach to human well-being has come. This is a force, this is a movement to shift humanity from religion to responsibility. So here we are, this is a day for you to make that beginning, that all solutions for human life here and beyond are within ourselves, because all problems on this planet were created by us and the solutions are obviously within us. If you are focused on one aspect, that is an awakening to the life that you are, tonight is the time to blossom into a new possibility.
If you want to craft your life in such a way that you determine how profound your life is and how impactful your actions are, you must make use of these forces. You must learn to ride the tsunami of Maha Shivaratri.